Hello everybody, I just wanted to give my input on the Save tf2 stuff. Team Fortress 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's sad to see the state that Valve has left it in. Like, I have over 1,000 hours in the game. It's probably not super impressive, but some people have like 4,000 plus hours. But I wanted to do my part and share some of my stories with tf2 and how I love the game. So I first found out about tf2 around 2011 when it went free to play and Man vs. Machine dropped, and a lot of YouTubers were covering it, and I found it through that, and I was like, whoa, this game looks cool. And then I bridged off into watching some other content, but then I didn't have a computer that could run it. I had a family laptop, but my parents never wanted me to install Steam on there because my dad didn't know the world of PC gaming. But one day in 2012, one of my friends ended up getting a gaming PC. I went over to his house and I played Man vs. Machine on his computer. I think it was on Big Rock. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was on Big Rock, and I remember being heavy. I don't even think I bought any upgrades. I just didn't know. But I don't remember any specifics on how the round went, but I just remember being heavy. It was enjoyable from what I remember. I just remember taunting a lot. But skip to Christmas of 2012. Another one of my really close friends ended up getting a laptop for Christmas. And I installed Steam on his PC and installed tf2 on it. And this was around 2013. I think it was March, because this is when I made my account, my Steam account. I created it in March 2013, and I played it on his laptop, and his laptop was absolutely garbage. I don't remember what the specs were. All I remember is that it was Windows 8, and Windows 8 kind of sucks dick, but I had to play this in the lowest settings in a 600 by 800 windowed resolution, and I just barely would get like 20 FPS, but I didn't care. I was having fun. Every weekend he'd come over and he'd bring his laptop, and I'd just play tf2 on his laptop. He'd watch me play, and the first time I installed it, and I was showing him it, I first played as the heavy for him, and he saw the character, and he saw the heavy in some Sonic Gmod animation. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm sure I could find it if I look it up. But the teleport heavy, it was a character in there. He was like, "Oh my god, is that teleport heavy? That's what this is from?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he showed me the videos later on. I was like, "Oh my god, you knew about this stuff without even knowing about it." But I played on his account for years. He's on his laptop for years on my account. One of the moments that stuck with me specifically because how stupid and embarrassing of a moment it was I was on Gold Rush. Was it Gold Rush or was it Badwater? It was one of those two maps, and I was a soldier with a rocket jumper, and I was stupid and didn't read the description of the rocket jumper very carefully, and I was shooting at people with the rocket jumper. But there was an equally as stupid medic on my team who was using the Kritzkrieg, and at the start of the round, I was on blue team. He crit me with the rocket jumper, and I was just shooting at the enemies, not thinking of anything, just shooting at them. It probably worked as a good scare tactic until they realized they weren't taking any damage from it. I think later that round I realized the rocket jumper wasn't doing any damage, but it's one of those stupid moments that has stuck with me forever, and I was like, man, I can't believe I did that. And then when I see new players doing the exact same thing, shooting people with a rocket jumper, normally you'd be like, wow, that guy's stupid, but it brings me down to their level, and I'm like, man, I was like that at once too. I didn't know anything. I was shooting at people with a goddamn rocket jumper. But moving on from that, I remember some point in before I got a premium account, I deleted stuff for backpack space because I only had one. This was probably before my first Smithmas and before I got my first backpack extender. So this was probably in that before Christmas of 2013. But I deleted my mercenary badge, my seal mask, my spellbook page, or my spellbook itself, and I hate that because I have so many spellbook pages now sitting in my backpack that I can't do anything with, and I miss having my seal mask because the seal mask looks stupid. I never would wear the mercenary badge anymore, but it's just a cool thing to have. So all those are gone from me. I probably have deleted some other things as well, but not that I can think of. I still have all the Halloween hats, and besides the seal mask and other free-to-play hats and stuff like that. But then in Christmas of 2013, that's when I got my own laptop. My laptop was significantly better than my friend's. It was another Windows 8 laptop because that's what was modern at the time. And I just remember installing it on there. I was so excited, and I booted up the game, and it ran so much better. This laptop is still garbage, but I could play TF2 at medium settings, 720p, and get anywhere from, it probably ranged around 30 to 60 FPS. It was very inconsistent. All depended on how many people were on the server, how many effects were going on, stuff like that. But once again, I enjoyed the hell out of playing it, and I could actually then play with my friend. My friend that I'd been playing on his laptop for years, or well, a year at that point. So he made his own account, and him and I started playing together on the weekends. He'd come over to my house, he'd bring his laptop, we'd sit down and play together. I remember one night, him and I were on that Mario Kart map, and we were on that for hours in the morning. It was a public server. It was just him and I on it. And I would stand at the top of a little staircase, and he was a scout, and he kept running back and forth, jumping. And every time he would, he'd just say antelope, and that was the funniest shit to me for some reason. I was trying so hard to kill him. I think I was a huntsman sniper trying to shoot him with a damn arrow every time he jumped by, and this lasted for like 10 minutes. I found this so fucking hilarious, and eventually I did kill him with the huntsman. And I remember just running around being stupid on that map. It was great. And I also remember around that time we made a friend group by playing Man vs. Machine. It was me and him. We booted up for a boot camp. And this is back when still they throw everyone in the same lobby whenever you finish an MVM match. And we played MVM with this random group of 4 people, and we finished it, and then everyone was like, "You guys want to do another one?" And we were like, "Yeah, let's all do it." And we played 3 or 4 matches with the same crew, the same 6 of us. It was great, and then we all ended up becoming friends on Steam, and we made some embarrassing 2013, 2014 edgy group called MVM Purgatory or some shit like that. I'm still in that group, I think. I haven't talked to those guys in years, but I talk to my friend still. I mean, one of my best friends in real life, so I hang out with him when I can. But work gets in the way of that. But just playing MVM with people like that is special. I made friends over just casually playing the game and doing well with everyone. That was something special. And there's a huge moment where I just can't really think of much, but then when the Love and War update came out, and everyone was doing congas and shit like that, I just remember constantly going to every server. Everyone was congaing. I remember I leaded a conga line on this one map that was basically just a giant circle, and we got the whole server just going around in this big old damn circle. But then I kind of stopped playing for a while. I got kind of burnt out. One of my friends got tricked by one of those accounts that steal all your items. He got sent a link, and he clicked the link, and then all his items were stolen, and that really burnt me out of TF2 and my friend for a while, or burnt my friend out of TF2 and me out of TF2 for a while. We love just having all this, My friend spent money on the game and he lost all that shit, which sucked, but it was a good maybe year where him and I didn't play tf2. We just played other games. Eventually we came back around and started really enjoying it again. And then it just kind of hits like a blank moment for me. I can't really pinpoint any specific moments, but, you know, always had fun. I introduced my cousin to the game years ago, and then I keep introducing new friends to it. Just trying to have fun playing it again. But can't think of anything from that specific era again, but let me tell you guys about something that happened last night with my brother and one of my friends. So we were playing Man vs. Machine last night, and we decided that all three of us wanted to go engineer, just to be, you know, just to see what we could do. So we loaded in, and there was already someone that was engineer on the team. And we're like, or my friend was already set on playing engineer, and we saw he had two, and I was like, you know what, might as well join him. My brother joined him too. And it was just three of us as engineer, or four of us as engineer. And then someone who was just connecting to the server saw that there was 4 engineers, and he's like, well, I guess I'll be a 5th. And so it was 5 engineers and a medic. We actually did win surprisingly well. It was on Big Rock as well. And we just absolutely melted the sentry, or we melted the sentry busters, but we also melted the tanks. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. And then after that we did another one with the same idea, and this time we were like playing really hard into the fact the engineer is Texan, and we just kept like copy and pasting Texas facts in the chat. This was a lot of fun, just because like some people were like, what the hell are you guys doing? And then, you know, we get more people to join us. We got 2 people to join us on that server that was a scout, and we just kept calling them Boston boys. And then once we finished with that, we had the idea to buy some specific hats. So I spent $30 on this joke, and we all got the Texas 10 gallon, the level 3 chin, and the Texas half pants, and we all got the same image as our profile picture, which was a picture of the engineer with the Texas 10 gallon on that says like Texas style underneath it. And we all changed our names to Texas Man 1, 2, and 3. And we were going really hard into role-playing as Texans. The funny thing is that all 3 of us are from and live in Texas, so technically we weren't role-playing. But we got on this... We went on this Dust Bowl server, and we just started spouting Texas facts, and no one was really paying attention to us. Everyone was like too serious, and we're like, man, there's one guy in the chat that was responding to us, and the 3 of us would dogpile on him and he'd say something bad about Texas, and it was fucking funny. But then we went to a 2-fort server, and you know, some people thought it was kind of amusing that there was 3 of us with the exact same name and cosmetics. But I lost connection to the server, and I was like, that one wasn't as fun. So we connected to another 2-fort server. And this time there was people talking in chat, there's people in voice chat, and all 3 of us got in, and we were standing we were all on blue team. We were standing on I don't know how people label the spawns. I call it the main spawn, the one that's next to the courtyard, and it goes out to the battlements on the left. I guess that's not super descriptive, because both of them can lead to the courtyard and the battlements, but 2 of us were standing right there. It was me, I was Texas Man 1, and another one of my friends. My friend was Texas Man 3. Or actually, no, my brother was Texas Man 3. My friend was Texas Man 2. So my brother and I were standing at the door waiting for my friend Texas Man 2 to spawn, and someone came up to us and was like, okay, there's Texas Man 1 and 3, but where's 2? And then he runs out and stands next to us, and they're like, oh, there's Texas Man 2. So then we all sit in our Rancho Relaxos, spouting off Texas facts. And then eventually, we got a lot of people on that server just to start being engineer. And we swapped from just saying random Texas facts to just playing hardcore stereotypical Texans. That was the most fun I've had in a while. I spent $30 on this joke, and it was worth it. So then we decided to try to get everyone to build in the underground of the bottom floor of the base on 2-fort. not in the sewers, but, you know, underneath spawn. So we all set up our dispensers down there. We start building teleporters. Someone starts building their sentry. We didn't plan on being hostile, but the red team was not wanting to cooperate at first. They weren't wanting to play into our Texas man roleplay. So they come in attacking. The guy who built his sentry, he got rid of all the ammo in it, but as soon as they started attacking us, he hit it. And then after that, we all started building our sentries, and we all started calling Blue's base the Alamo, and we were like, we won't let the Alamo fall, and crap like that. It was like, what other game can you do shit like this in? We actually made at least a couple friends on that server from just doing that. Don't know if I'll ever play with them again, but, you know, just doing stupid shit like that is fun. You know, we kept spouting off Texas bullshit all the time. You know, I hopped in the voice chat to be like, you know, I'm coming down to protect the Alamo and some shit like that. And like, you can't do that in any other game. This is why Team Fortress 2 is such a special game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The fact that you can just go into a game and do something stupid and have other people join you. Like, that's amazing. It's one of the reasons why I love this game so much. It means so much to me, so many other people. I remember growing up watching Star and Jerma play TF2 all day. You know, I still go back and rewatch those videos today. That, you know, it's such a huge, heavy nostalgia trip for me. It just shows how incredible this game is, that it's been around for like 15 years and player base is still strong, community's as strong as ever. Like, we love this game, Valve. Please do something. Speak to us. That's all we want. We want some closure on the bot crisis, you know, if we can't get it, whatever. But Valve, please understand that, you know, so many people love this game. It's a shame to see how you guys are letting it fall like this. Not even compatible with the Steam Deck, really. I mean, it's just sad, you know. I've shared so many memories in this game, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I continue to play it to this day. Not many games can really hold someone like that for 10 years like that. You know, it's sad to see what state it's in, and, you know, the community, we all love it. We all want something to change. You know, who cares if we get another update or not? We all want something to happen with the bots. It's a shame that there's some sad, pathetic people out there that just want to ruin the fun for everyone. But I can't really think of anything else to say. This is my input on Save TF2 Day, and thank you guys for watching. And I know I never make videos very often anymore. I've recently lacked motivation, so this was some motivation to truly get me to record something and show that I care. You know, maybe this will spark me to want to do something else. I know I only have a few TF2 videos on my channel, but maybe that can change. I don't know. I would, you know, this video probably won't even get many views, you know, especially with how long it is. Who's really going to sit here and listen to me talk about my experience with the game whenever, you know, there's more bigger YouTubers out there, and, you know, but it's whatever. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this, you know, share my stories. You know, maybe someone will listen to this. If you do, thank you so much. You know, people like you that listen to videos this way through, this full length, are the reason why TF2 is still popular today. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on whatever I record.